Hello, hello, hello. My story, very normal people. So, welcome to our show. And today we have a new guest. His name is Eduard Rodriguez. So, Eduard, welcome. Ed, as you like to for us to call you. Ed, welcome to our show.
Oh, thank you very much. So honored to be here, author. It's just, so beautiful to me to be able to share with people and to be able to say hello. And everybody out there, how you doing today? I hope that you're doing fantastic. You're staying safe and you got a big smile on your face.
I like that style.
Thank you.
So, Edward, Ed, please tell us something about yourself.
You know what? I'm just a regular guy that has a little bit of a twist to my life that most people don't have. My big thing in life is to help to uplift people, to share stories, to help people to be happier in their lives and to learn from things around them. There's so many things to learn out there that it's incredible the beauty that the things that people call tragedy can actually give to us, because you know what, things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And I know that you've probably heard this before, but I got to tell you, I'm witness to it really truly being a gift to sometimes go through these tragedies to be able to grow and expand yourself.
Mhm. Yes, that's correct. That is well. I would like to say, well done, said. So everything actually that comes in our lives comes to make us stronger, not to destroy us. By the way,
Yes.
but it's how we react to that. I really like that. So please, Ed, tell us something about your journey.
Well, I walked 2,000 miles from Deerfield, Florida to Manhattan, New York. Now, so many things happened along that walk that it was just totally fantastic. Fantastic. It was beautiful. I walked by myself. Okay, and a lot of things that people ask me is, okay, how many miles a day did you walk? Well, it didn't really matter how many days or how many miles I walked during the day. My thing was all about how many smiles that I collect. And believe me, I collected a ton of smiles. Not only did I collect them, but people gave them to me and I gave them back and created some bonds along this walk that was absolutely beautiful. I learned so many lessons. It was like a Zen walk. So a walk where I could reflect on myself and learn so many different things, and also where I could go out and I could just share a lot of different types of teachings and learn so many different things along this walk. It's when you're on the road for 9 months, you get to talk to so many different types of people. If you just take a moment and go, here's something I want to put out there.
Mm.
Go out and probably walk, like, say, 5 miles, okay, in your town. Stop, talk to people, keep your social distance, okay, but talk to people, find out what they're about. Hey, how you doing today? I like to say sometimes, hey, my name's Eduard Rodriguez. This is what I do. How can I help you? And find a way to leave them a better person than when you met them and started talking to them. So me, I'm just a normal guy. Just do little strange things.
So I'm I'm certain that not everybody, when you smile at them, so not everybody was was reacting with a smile always. Sometimes maybe who is this weird guy smiling at me? Maybe did you have this kind of reactions?
Oh yeah, no, it's not everybody's going to smile at you. As a matter of fact, I was in Philadelphia
Hmm.
and I was talking to one guy, and we sat down and we had some coffee together and stuff like that. Well, I think he had a drink, I had coffee, and he kept telling me over and over and over again. He said, "I don't like people. I don't like talking to people." So we sat for about 2 hours and had a nice conversation. And at the end of the 2 hours, I told him, I said, "I thought you said you didn't like talking to people." And he said, "No, you're different." And I said, "No, I'm not. I am people. I'm just
That was a good one.
me, you know? So it turns out the guy really did like talking to people. It just, he had a couple things that had happened to him that kind of held him back from doing it. And he told me, he said, you know what, maybe you're right. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try talking to people. But I ran into a few people like that. But you know what? I never had a bad situation. You know, it's funny. 9 months on the road, you figure there's going to be a bad situation. I really didn't. I had a guy with a gun. Okay. I had a guy with a knife, but they weren't bad situations. I walked with a murderer for about 15 blocks. Okay. It was an awesome experience.
Wow.
I mean, it turns out all these people have beauty inside of them. You just need to kind of coax it to come out.
Right. So, of course, you will advise people to do that, you know, to have some time and to walk and to talk to people, because they can
Yes.
they can learn a lot about themselves and also for other people as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know what? If somebody's missing their smile, give them one of yours. You know, you got plenty, right? I know I got a ton of smiles inside me. You know, I'm just like everybody else. All you have to do is push it up.
And I think it's like an infection, you know. If somebody smiles at you, you smile back, and it's like you don't need
It's
it's
no
not
effort.
necessary to be like with COVID, you know, to be near and to stay for a while. Just a smile, and you know, and you get the
Yeah.
back, and so that's good. And you change.
Yeah. You'd be surprised at how people react. I remember one time I was with a friend of mine, my roommate at the time, and we're walking and we're in where were we? I think we were in Walmart, and he stops me. Do you see what's going on here? And I'm like, enlighten me. I don't know. He says, when people walk by you, they start smiling. And I said, well, yeah, I'm the smile guy, you know, I'm the happiness coach. So anyway, he's like, no, I'm serious. And I said, oh, okay. I said, I'll try to pay attention. So I started walking through and I started paying attention to the people that were passing me. And he was right, because I wear a smile. You know, it's almost permanent. Not everybody smiles all the time, but I pretty much smile a lot of the time. And I noticed that people would look at me and then they'd smile. You know, they'd be like, and then they'd smile. You know, so it was a great thing. It was fantastic. You know, so it makes a difference. You really pass on that energy when you yourself have the energy of the smile, of the love of the people, and of good things to project out.
I personally, I do a lot of volunteering work, and one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that I do is uh, we give out sandwiches to homeless people, and
Mm-hmm.
it's tiring to tell the truth, because it takes time to prepare the sandwiches and to find people to go together and so on. It takes time, but it's worthy, I say, just for the smile that those people give me back.
Yeah.
When you give their just a sandwich and some hot tea, they say thank you, you know, and smile, you know, their face, not just a smile, they're so happy. You can see it's like you read the happiness in their face, not just a
Yeah.
simple smile, you know.
Yeah.
And we need that, you know. It's like when you somebody smiles back, it's like it confirms you, you know. It's like, yeah, good, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know that the smile goes beyond the smile.
Yes.
So what happens is that when you smile and you're happy and you're joyful, you're giving out that energy of being happy. You're giving out that energy of joy and prosperity and things like that. And people pick that up. And so what happens is they're more open and more receptive to things that are good. And it gives you a window of opportunity to plant the seeds of happiness and joy inside of them and to help carry it to other people. And then you just kind of remind them, he says, you know what? Listen, when we're done with this conversation, why don't you go out and smile, big smile from the heart to 10 different people. The next 10 people you see, just have a huge smile on your face and just say hello. If that's all you're going to say, just say hello. And that can change the state of somebody's mind. And it can help them to see life a little bit better. And it can build if it continues. Let's say they call somebody in China, right? And they're on the phone and they're smiling while they're talking to them and everything like that. All of a sudden they're smiling. The people they're talking to start smiling. They call somebody from Russia. Okay. Now they got them smiling. They call somebody from, wherever, the Virgin Islands or whatever. And your smile can travel the world, or the essence of your smile can travel the world, especially today with all this Zoom and everything like that. I mean, you can really get out there and change some people's lives, not just with the smile, but the actual energy inside of them. And you can bring out something that's going to help them grow.
Exactly. Now it came in my mind, I remember we were in a, let's say, we were discussing in a meeting, we were discussing for something. And in one moment, I was looking all the people, in their faces. I saw some people were like this, and I said, okay, let me take a look to everybody. I'll make everybody smile. And there were about 18 people, I think. The meeting lasted about 90 minutes. And I did that, I put, and it was like not just for them, but also for me. It was like, oh, it's so simple, to make people a little bit happier, to change their mood or whatever. Because we're people, we have problems, we have everything is behind, it's in our brain, it's in our heart, we have pain in our body as well. So, but we forget about that as long as we keep on focusing on the smile and the humor. And for this one, I would like to ask you a little bit, because when you smile, usually people have humor,
Yes.
So tell us something about that.
Well,
How does humor?
Laughter. Laughter is so
Laughter.
powerful.
Okay.
Okay. So laughter, humor, and I got to tell you that I said I had a cerebral hemorrhage, okay, back in 2006, and I used laughter to heal myself from the cerebral hemorrhage. Okay, when the doctors told my wife, call the family, he's dead tonight, I took that as, okay, I need to find a way to heal myself and to get better. Now, what happened 4 months before I had my cerebral hemorrhage, my oldest daughter passed away, and she was in an accident. She was in Korea with her husband, and they got into a moped accident. He was in the Army, and she went into the hospital in critical condition. Okay. She survived for about 45 days, and then she passed away. Okay, that was the most devastating thing that has ever happened to me in my life. Then after that, 4 months later, I had a cerebral hemorrhage. She had a hemorrhage during that, she hit her head and she had a hemorrhage, and I had the same thing. So I had to heal myself from more than just the hemorrhage. I had to heal myself from the death of my daughter as well. Now, one thing my daughter always did was she always laughed, and she always smiled, and we were a happy family. So I just said to myself, you know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to collect 10 million smiles in my lifetime. Okay. And I'm going to heal myself through laughter from the cerebral hemorrhage. And I did. I worked on it every single day. Any time that I could take and I could look at a funny video, if somebody would read me something funny, and things, whatever I could get that would make me laugh, would give me humor, I would do it. And I am in the top 1% of people who had a cerebral hemorrhage, survived, and doesn't really have any ill effects anymore from it. So I don't know. I just like to laugh.
Yeah, that's really good. One thing that you would like to, something special that you would like to share with our audience about what you have written, or maybe something that you experienced yourself, something that you would like to.
Well, actually, there is something that I would love to share with the audience, but I have it in the other room. Could I take a second to go get it?
Oh, of course, no problem.
1 second.
Okay. Guys, we always have the best for you. Look, it's coming. Yeah. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is something that I wrote that I would like to share with everybody since I have the opportunity. And it says, "You are beautiful and you make a difference in this world. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, there are people in this world who look up to you, people who love you and care about your well-being. A piece of their heart shines in your heart. A piece of their soul shines in your soul. A part of their energy radiates in your world, and you may not even know it. Live each moment as if it's a building block to an incredible life that you deserve. Find the good in life and use it as your guide for a better future. Accept the bad as a teacher to bring you through rough times, and use your smile to engage and transform your heart into a superconductor of happiness and joy. May you live, love, and create the life of your dreams."
Very, very
I want to thank you for allowing me to share that. And I want to say that, it doesn't matter what happens in life. You can be happy, you can be joyful, and you can help people through whatever they're going through. And if you're going through something and you don't know what to do, find somebody who's going through the same thing. Help them. And that's going to help you to get through the things that are going on in your life. Life is about sharing. Life is about giving. Life is about receiving, because you have to receive and you have to give in order to have a complete life. You have to have the beauty. You have to have the darkness. All of these things combined together get you through the life the way you deserve to be through life. Don't look down, look up. That's the way that you're going. You look down, you might find some coins on the ground. You look up, and guess what? Everything expands.
correct. We always say, Greek people, they used to say that where you look, you will go. Where you look,
Yes.
where you're standing, so you go. So if you look down, you will find things down. If you look somewhere else, you will find something else, And that's correct.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
I always find a way to look forward.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Always there's something behind the hill, we say, or in the corner. You never know. And you
never
will say,
know.
why did I
And-
have to spend all these days or whatever in grief or whatever?
Yeah.
Something is right there. So
Gratitude.
yeah,
You gotta have gratitude.
life is short to be grief or to
Yeah.
whatever, to be sad. It's so short.
Yeah. That it is.
Yeah. Okay, Ed. For me, it was a joy to have you in our show and to share your smile and also your stories. It was a pleasure to have you. Can you please tell us where people can find your book, or you will send me the
Absolutely.
yeah, so people can find it. They can, if they have any question or whatever. I will just write them. Okay, Ed.
Well, there's
Yeah. Yes.
a couple of different places you can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can find it on my website.
Okay.
Okay. Which is, www.thesmileandwaveproject. You can also find it in Amazon. Okay. And it's a walk.
Yeah, but please,
from-
yeah, show okay, that's a good one.
Yeah. So that's one of the places that you can find it. And you can look on Facebook, look me up on Facebook, Eduard Rodriguez, Eduard Smile Rodriguez. Go to my website, the Smile and Wave Project. There's a lot of different ways that you can find me.
Thank you very much for stopping by in our show and sharing your smile and your wonderful story. For more, guys, please buy the book or find a way to be in contact with Ed, and he will help you in his way. He will give you a big smile. Thank you very much again, and guys, don't forget, subscribe, share the story, as we always say. Till next time, goodbye.
Bye, everybody, and thank you for allowing me on the show. It was fantastic.